good, YouTube? We back. I'm gonna make another reaction video real quick. We gonna react to this one video about animals or whatever. This dude, he funny. I see him on TikTok sometimes, so we gonna react to his YouTube videos. I haven't seen him on my For You page in a while, so I was like, hey, let's get educated real quick. So we gonna watch his videos real quick and just take a walk. Oh yes, also subscribe to my YouTube channel and stuff. Subscribe to my homie's YouTube channel. They stuff is always gonna be down in the description and stuff. We gonna pick a random YouTube video real quick. Who's that Pokemon? Alright. 9 minutes straight. Also, shouts out to the homie. Also, bro, I got my whatchamacallit taken down. It's copyrighted, but you can still react to it. It's my whatchamacallit video. The one video I did about Jesus is the one. You can still watch it. It just got copyrighted, so I ain't gonna get nothing from it, but y'all can still watch it. So run it up. It helps my channel, even though I don't get no money out of it. I'm broke. But hey, let's watch this video real quick. Bro, who calling me? Alright.
So a lot of y'all tagged me and wanted to know what that is. And honestly, I don't really know. Okay, that was kind of cap. It's a maned wolf and they're pretty common in Brazil and Argentina.
Bro, look how big that man's long is. We only 12 seconds in. Bro, dang.
But they're not wolves, they're not foxes, they're not even cross-dressing coyotes. They're kind of just their own thing, and they are really weird. Because even though they're technically related to wolves, most of their grocery list is just fruits and vegetables. Like that one.
Hold on, can I pause this real quick? Can I pause my recording? Nope. Can't pause it, so I'm not about to edit it out, so that you gonna have to wait.
Dude that brings a veggie burger to a cookout. Now that I'm saying that out loud, they're basically the pandas of dogs. Also, they smell like Snoop Dogg's studio, to the point where police were called to a Dutch zoo to investigate what they thought was burning bush when it was actually just still puppy's piss. Also, they straight up sound like an identity crisis. See what I mean when I say they're just weird as hell? They honestly look like what happens when God's on a deadline. On a serious note, in 2011, a maned wolf got run over by a truck and left to die. But a Brazilian zoo managed to save her life by treating her with stem cells, making her the first wild animal to ever be treated with stem cell therapy, and eventually she was released back into the wild. Just thought that was cool. I swear nature should just be...
Bro, there's so many ads.
The sky is clear and the sun is...
Just be making up, because what if I told you what you just saw was some weird prehistoric water-loving jungle rhino? Well, I wouldn't exactly be lying. That is a bear's taper and is basically the less clouded cousin.
What is that, bro?
Of horses and rhinoceroses. Rhinoceroses? You might recognize them from Ice Age, or it might remind you of Jowsy, because this Pokemon is actually based on a Malayan taper.
Oh god, that's that Pokemon, bro. That's that straight up Pokemon.
And that's because in Japanese mythology, the Malayan tapir would devour the nightmares of all the townsfolk to make sure everyone had good dreams. The Baird's tapir is the national animal of Belize, and even though it looks like a rough draft rhino, its nickname is actually the mountain cow. And they're way bigger.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be dropping multiple reactions today, so since I didn't post yesterday, I'm sorry about that. I should have said that in the beginning, but I had some family stuff I had to do, so I couldn't post. So I'm gonna do like 2, maybe 3 reactions today. So just keep watch out for that.
Then you're thinking at up to 800 pounds with a horse's mouthpiece, they're 100% capable of fucking you all the way up. There's also something about them that I'm not proud that I know this. Basically, tapirs have a 5th leg, and they've been known to use that meat tripod as a back scratcher. Because guidelines has been on mine, I'm not gonna show you. Instead, here's ASMR you didn't know you needed.
Bro, look at that man's teeth. Why you chewing like that? What is that? What is that?
Some things just have Australia tattooed all over it. This little guy is a Stropherus gecko, and it's found in only one place in the world, and it's in the land down under. Now, it's not hell, it's Australia, but I wouldn't blame you for getting the two mixed up. To defend itself, this gecko shoots out a harmless but nasty smelling liquid at anyone that wants to find out just how far evolution went with this lizard. And even though I just said it was harmless, when mixed with ammonia it becomes flammable and a lot fucking less harmless. The reason is because these geckos often get picked off by birds. So these chameleons use that money shot to convince birds that they're not even worth.
Man said money shot. I'm dead.
Worth the effort of trying to eat them. It's like Spider-Man, but instead of webs, it's a Febreze of liquid ass that probably tastes just as bad. I was considering making a gizzard joke, but it just didn't come to me.
Bro.
Unlike this gecko. So when I first talked about this, I thought it was a black sea hare, a giant species of sea slug, but it turns out the truth is somehow weirder than that. This crab is being eaten alive by a worm, specifically a marine flatworm, part of the group Pseudocerus. They're the ones that have those pee-pee sword fights where one tries to get the other pregnant by stabbing it. Yeah, those guys. The reason the flatworm's covering the crab is because it's trying to invert its digestive system so it can literally digest a crab from the outside. Or option 2, it'll spit digestive juices into the crab, wait for the crab to become a pre-digested paralyzed soup, and then slurp it through its mouth. Also, some flatworms will use poison to cripple their prey just so they can eat them alive. The poison some of them use is a toxin called tetrodotoxin. If that sounds familiar, it's the same toxin that makes the blue ring octopus and the fugu blowfish so dangerous. And by dangerous, I mean this octopus can turn 26 grown men into hashtags. And this blowfish can drop 30. Not points, but bodies. Moral of this video? Yeah, that crab is These teeth belong to the world's scariest vegan.
What is
this?
that?
This is a gelada baboon, and even though its teeth looks like it should belong to a saber-toothed cat.
Bro, look at that mug. That mug, big dude, look at that.
They eat almost nothing but grass, and they'll spend all day grazing like cows.
Bro, them teeth supposed to be chomping on some meat. No homo.
And they'll do this while rolling up in squads of up to 600.
Goddamn monkey.
That is a gelada monkeys. And that joke is why I'm still single. Speaking of failed relationships, they cheat on each other like all the time. Normally, only the dominant male is allowed to mate, but sometimes the females will go behind his back and hook up with the lower ranking monkeys, and they'll even suppress their usual mating noises just so they don't get caught. Because if
they some cheaters on another level. Bro, if you thought your girl was cheating on you bad,
they get caught, the male could turn the side piece into a hashtag. So yeah, they know what they're doing. They're also called bleeding heart monkeys because of that bright patch of skin on their chest. If you have a weak stomach, hide in the comments, you're not gonna like this one. Because when a female gelada's in heat, she'll start growing this weird ass blister necklace that tells other males she's available. Hate it. I hate all of it. I somehow almost forgot to mention this, but they'll flip their lips and expose their teeth to intimidate a rival or someone who's just too close in general. And considering sometimes they'll form gangs and bully other animals like leopards, yeah, you
bro, I bet they be throwing up gang signs.
You don't want those problems. Now, what if I told you not only is this skull real, the animal it belonged to very well could have been your neighbor. If you live in North America or some parts of Asia, this thing could have made its home in your backyard. This is the headpiece of Imohnn planiforms. It was a semi-aquatic unit of an animal related to the rhinoceroses of today. Basically, lock a hippo and a rhino in a hotel room together, and this disrespect to the natural order is what would have walked out. Imohnn was estimated to grow to 13 feet long and break the scales at 4,000 pounds.
That's crazy.
Like hippos, this walking bus of an animal would have grazed on mostly grass. But they also would have used those tusks to run phase with each other in the evolutionary arms race for female validation. And also like hippos and crocodiles, Imohn's eyes were near the top of its head, meaning it could see you while being almost completely submerged underwater.
Bro. And you wonder why black people in water don't mix, bro. I can swim, but I still don't trust. I can swim and I love swimming, but I don't trust water, bro. Water be having too much. There's too much unknowns with water, bro. This is why there's that stereotype about black people not knowing how to swim. Nah, we don't trust water, cuz.
Just like the homicide horse of today, Imohnn would have been a f***ing problem. But this swamp rhino got vaulted about 35 million years ago. Because even nature knows when to stop the gimmicks.
What was that?
My job is to make college easier because
Yeah. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I apologize. Wait.
Nah, it's just me, but check this
I'm not down bad.
out. This is one of the most endangered animals in the entire world, and there's not much time
What is
left.
that?
This is a vaquita, and scientists believe there can be less than 10 of them in existence. Just a little background, a vaquita is a type of porpoise, and a porpoise is just a Dollar Tree dolphin that no one seems to really know about. And this off-brand flipper exists in only one place on the entire planet. The only place in the world you can find it is in the Gulf of California and Baja California in Mexico. Even though it's related to literally the biggest animals in the world, at less than 5 feet long, the vaquita is the smallest of all living cetaceans, which is a group that includes blue whales. The biggest threat to this travel-sized dolphin is they keep getting caught in fishing gear, which causes them to drown. To show you how badly we hold this Make-A-Wish whale, 1997 there was believed to be something like 600 of them. That number dipped to 245 in 2008. Now there aren't enough in the world to run a game of full-court basketball. The worst part is they were first discovered in 1958, which means we managed to pack their entire up in only 60 years. The Mexican government banned fishing with gill nets, which was their biggest threat. There's also petitions like this to raise awareness. Link in bio. Link in bio. If we're being...
I go check out they stuff, bruh, for real. Like, that's messed up. It's only been 60 years since we discovered, and they about to be wiped out. That's tough.
Honest, it might just be up for them. On this episode of Animals That Were Never God's Favorite, squids have a donut-shaped brain with their esophagus running through it. The donut shape actually helps them link information that they receive between the two eyes. But it also means squids are forced to eat with small bites at a time. Because if a squid tries to swallow something too big, it can actually mess around and give itself severe brain damage. The hole in the brain isn't even that big, it's like less than half an inch. Which means something like a Popeye's biscuit would give them an aneurysm.
Bro, Popeye's biscuits, bro. I love Popeyes. And I love they biscuits. But if you ain't got no bev, you about to die. You ain't got the bev, you about to die.
That is if it didn't past tense them instantly. Giant squids avoid getting flatlined by their food because they have a radula, which is basically a tongue with teeth. So if a giant squid tried to eat you, it would first tear you to shreds with that nightmare of a tongue before swallowing you. And only after grinding you into human dirt would the squid be able to pass you down his throat. Now nobody's perfect, but having to eat basically flavored sand for your entire life just so you don't accidentally factory reset yourself just seems like an intentional cue from them. People wanted me to react to this, so basically there's an animal draft and I have many thoughts. Most people choose between a good time and a long time, and Team 1 said f*** it and chose neither. You failed the assignment when the most intimidating animal on your roster is this. We love dogs, but if you only have one, it's not going to take you very far. Bison are cool, but since evolution them and put two of their lungs in one cavity, for an animal built like a tank, they're pretty easy to one-shot. Sea turtles are dope, but you picked an animal that can get folded by a Ziploc bag. Team 1, it's up for you. Team 2 used the second overall pick on a steroid weasel. Now that tells me all I need to know. Made up for it with the crocodile.
Bro, let me tell you something. Dogs, okay. Honey badgers, dumb mugs, crazy. I'd rather go against a great white shark than a honey badger. Them mugs be tearing, dude. These mugs crazy. Grizzly bear, I said grizzly bear. I'm not messing with you. Orca's crazy now. They crazy. Polar bears, you can't see that mug if it's snowing. That boy sneak up on you so fast. Komodo dragon, that mug can go fast. Okay, buffalo crazy. They kill you. Elephants, now they smart, but they still mess you up. Kangaroo, just let that man kick you. He gonna mess you up. Hippo, I'm not messing with no hippo. Crocodile, get me out of here. Tiger, no, I'm good. American buffalo, bullfrog, I might mess with you. You might be cool. Bison, get you out of here. Koala, yes sir. Cheetah, no. Mountain goat, no, because y'all stanky and y'all be eating on anything. Sea turtles, yes. Elk, no. Y'all gonna kill me. Just let that man get his antlers on you. Shoot. Don't know what is that? No. Panda, maybe. Horse. I might mess with a horse. Is that a ogre? What is that?
Now the Komodo dragon. And elk isn't exactly terrible, but your team does lack one very important thing. I got no type of speed. And notice how I didn't even acknowledge the koala. Because unless it's during the 10 minutes they're awake every day, the koala isn't going to be a factor. Even if it was, it wouldn't be good for much except spreading chlamydia to the other teams. Now we get into the real shit. Team 5, you started off strong by picking the largest land predator on the planet with the polar bear. I guess you ran out of to give because then you picked the African bullfrog and followed it up with a genetic disaster that is the liger. Technically, the liger is the biggest big cat on the planet. But it's also a walking medical bill that can suffer from arthritis, organ failure, and cancer. You wouldn't even have to kill the liger. Time would do it for you. You get points for picking the animal with the highest recorded bite force at 3,700
I didn't even see the saltwater crocodile. I'm good.
Per square inch. It's kind of like getting hit with a prehistoric sledgehammer with teeth. Then you followed it up with an animal literally nicknamed Black Death in the King Buffalo. Not bad. But honestly, none of that even matters because Team 4 did y'all dirty. Team 3 is tough, I am not denying that. But any team with the largest animal on land, the actual largest big cat because ligers have no business existing, and the psychopath of the sea is going 82-0. And if you disagree, elephants body hippos, a horse could kick a cassowary's lights out, a tiger would murk Kangaroo Jack. This is what orcas do to sharks. And the panda?
Bro, orca's crazy, bro. I saw a video on, like, one day when I was knocked down on my bed and I woke up and it was like a video playing about orcas. They don't care. They do
I ain't gonna
not
lie to you,
care.
he's
They
just
ain't
there
got
for
no
vibes.
fear.
Basically, it comes down to this. Nothing on land is f***ing with an elephant. Nothing in water is checking an orca. Adding a tiger is just gravy. Team 4 got it.
Is that it? I'm not gonna let y'all. I ain't gonna let y'all hear that. But hey, that's the end of the video, cuz. Hey, appreciate y'all for watching. Go subscribe to my channel. Go subscribe to my homie's channel. I think that's basically it. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for giving me some views. We up to 14 subscribers. Come on, subscribe. That's basically it. Peace. Oh yeah, go subscribe to the homie's channel. I'm gonna have his channel linked in the description, the original video too, and that's it.